Assalamu alaikum students. So today our topic is inheritance. It is an important feature in object-oriented programming. So what actually this inheritance is all about? We say it as extending classes. What does that mean, extending classes? Can we extend classes? Can we have a new class with the features of already existing class? The answer lies in the inheritance feature of object-oriented programming. So we can say that it is a capability of a class. It is a capability of a class to inherit, like we do inherit, like humans inherit from their parents, and our parents inherit from their parents. So chain goes on. When a class is capable of inheriting the features, what can be the features? They can be data members as well as member functions. That is what a class can have. So a class, if capable of inheriting these data members or member functions of a pre-existing class, we say that the class is inheriting from another class. Here we get familiar with two terms. One is base class and another is superclass. We can say it as subclass and this class as superclass. And this class we can also name as derived class. The class which inherits from other class is derived class. And the class from which the class is inheriting is a superclass, or it is a base class. For example, we have class A and this class has features A, B, and C. So this class is a superclass or base class. If we are making another class from the existing class A, we can call it as class B, and now this is subclass. And this is derived class also. For example, this class has its own features as D. If it is inheriting all the features of class A, we can get a new look of class B. The features already existing in class B plus the features of class from which it is inheriting. So instead of writing these three features repeatedly in class B, we can use the concept of inheritance. And inheritance is based upon this feature, that is reusability. Reusability is the main feature of inheritance. For example, we are working on a project and we have set of classes. Already we have written set of classes. Those classes are tested for any errors, and they have been proved that it has been proved that the classes are error free. Now we need, in our project we need these classes at some later stage. In normal circumstances, what we have to do, we have to write these classes once again in that programming situation where we need them. But inheritance gives the solution of this problem. First of all, we can directly use them with the help of inheritance. What is the advantage of doing this? First advantage is reusability. Second is cost factor. Why cost factor? Because it will take time and cost to write the classes again. Instead of writing them again, instead of repeating the code in the same project, what do we do? We reuse the code. We reuse the code. This is the basic funda behind inheritance. So inheritance can be, there are different levels of inheritance. It can be single level. For example, this is class A and this is class B. Class B inherits from class A. Class A, superclass, and class B, subclass. This is base class, this is derived class. Only one derived class, only one base class. This is called as single inheritance. Next is multi-level. At that time, we have class A, class B is inheriting from class A, class B is a derived class, and we have another class, class C, that is inheriting from class B. So class B is base class for class C. This way, the inheritance goes to the beyond the first level. Then we can have multiple inheritance. When we have more than one base class, we say this is multiple inheritance. We have more than one base class, but we can have only one derived class. It is the example like our real world example. This is parent A, this is parent B, this is father, this is mother, and the child which has the features of both. So that is multiple inheritance, and this is multi-level inheritance. This one is called as multiple inheritance. Besides these, there are some other types of inheritance wherein we have hierarchical inheritance, we have hybrid inheritance, but for the time being, we have to learn only these three. So the next thing which comes in this topic is how this derived class एक year's features of base class. That is, there is there are certain rules which govern the inheriting properties of derived classes. Those are known as access specifiers. Like we have in classes, we have access specifiers. Same access specifiers are used with inheritance. We have public access specifier, we have protected, and we have private. What does that mean? When class B is inheriting from class A and we say that it is public inheritance, the mode is public, what happens that time? The public members of class A become the public members of class B. The protected members of class A become the protected members of class B. And last thing, you should remember that private members declared inside class are never inherited. That is a security feature. Next is protected mode. What happens in protected mode? If the visibility mode, while inheriting the features of one class from another class, and the mode is protected, the public members of class A, for example, become protected members of class B, and protected members of class A become protected members of class B. Okay. Next one is private. When we say that this class B is inheriting from class A in private mode, what happens? The public members of class A and protected members of class A become private members in class B. That means those members cannot be further inherited. When we want to put some constraint that our class, which has public members and protected members, these members should not get further inherited. So what mode we prefer? Private mode, because in that private mode, public members and protected members of class become private members in the derived class. And in this case too, private members never get inherited. Now we will see that the working of this inheritance feature in the form of a C++ program, which will follow in the next class. I hope this is a simple topic to understand, but this is an important topic which adds to the features of object-oriented programming, and programmers prefer this feature, which is the important feature of C++. Hope you will enjoy the class and go through the notes and cross-check what I have said, and keeping notes in front of you, you will be able to interpret the peculiarity of the class. So that is all for today. Have a nice day. Thank you.